Hey everybody, Zeus Laser here. I know we are all highly anticipating the new patch, so let's talk a little bit about warriors. I have recently leveled a warrior and have been playing the class fairly consistently, and from being a paladin from the start, it is a very interesting way of tanking. So let us talk about warriors going into 2.1. From what I've seen from the forums, players are starting to lean towards more playing a warrior because they have been the underdog tank up until this point. And the warrior's playstyle is definitely different from paladins. I am going to be doing guides on both tank specs going into 2.1, and I apologize for the delay in videos. My internet access due to the storm has been limited. So that's that. I'm back. Let's get right to it. Warriors have a massive HP pool in comparison to paladins, which is not going to change going into 2.1. And to make them efficient tanks, you need to recover yourself faster from large hits through abilities such as Inner Beast and Thrill of Battle. And when those abilities are not to your access, you need to use cooldowns such as Foresight, which, if you've been tanking with warriors, really isn't too great. It most of the time would have to be used with a cooldown like Awareness after to make sure you don't get crit from the boss. But because 2.1 is going live next time we're able to log in, let's talk about warriors after the expected changes. Warriors got some amazing changes. So warriors, be prepared because your playstyle is definitely going to change, but it is for the better. The change to Defiance is very, very much needed for warriors. Defiance now has a static 20% healing buff, as opposed to before where we would have to wait for our rat stacks to receive the healing buff. So what does this mean? Warriors can expend their wrath stacks a lot easier, and the use of your wrath stacks does not so much need to be properly timed to worry about losing your healing buff. For example, Inner Beast would be used after taking huge blows from Titan's Mountain Buster that, if not timed right and you're not geared enough, warriors will get ripped open. Inner Beast will now give you a 20% damage reduction for 6 seconds, and a 100% heal based on the damage done, nerfed from 300%. Now, Inner Beast will be used to anticipate high amounts of damage as opposed to recovering from it. This, paired with Awareness to negate critical damage, will be a very effective way to sustain consistency and receive damage. Cooldowns, such as Vengeance, have been reconstructed to give warriors a 30% damage reduction. This is an awesome cooldown to have in your pocket anticipating high amounts of damage. This, paired with our 20% static increase of healing, is going to be ridiculous. So, as a review, warriors will be more geared towards mitigating large amounts of damage, which I believe was their biggest problem in 2.0, and I think a lot of warriors will agree there as well. Healers were not used to switching from healing a paladin to a warrior because warriors weren't as prevalent. And that being said, in talking about and now we are mitigating damage as opposed to recovering from it, we still do have Thrill of Battle, which duration was increased to 20 seconds from 10. So that's still in our arsenal. So if we do fall and we have our healers, we notice our healers are having trouble getting us up, we can pop that and recover quickly from mass damage. Now, one of the best changes to warriors is Unchained. Warriors received a reduced cooldown on Unchained, and the damage increase when using Unchained makes you a machine. One of the main reasons we all want to play warriors because of the crazy amounts of damage they can do while tanking. And because now we don't have to hold on to our wrath stack so dearly due to the Defiance change, warriors are going to go into raids and just tear mobs into shreds more than they already did with Unchained. So while on the topic of going Hambroni Jabroni, let us discuss AoE tanking efficiency restructure with warriors, Storm's Path being the first one. The TP cost will be reduced from 90 to 60. I don't want to go too much into detail about TP reduction on certain warrior abilities as I don't see this being one of the main points to consider when discussing the changes for warriors, as of now. Now, Storm's Path is a massive AoE as it was before, and this skill will reduce damage dealt by enemies for a period of time. This is incredible for AoE and damage reduction for multiple mobs and single target tanking. Last major change in AoE is Overpower's increased enmity. Hopefully this will require less of our TP when trying to hold AoE threat, and paired with Flash, that appears to be the case. So that's all I have for now. Warriors, I hope this helped. Let us be unleashed in 2.1 and keep on crushing. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.